Hey, this is Rich Knapp with Common Joe Flyer Videos and Links Heli Innovations. As promised, I don't do a review on anything until I fly it a little bit. Early in the morning, gotta have my coffee. Okay, I've had my Sport, and I flew it in the gym over winter, and now I flew it at the field. I don't have like 100 flights on it, but I have enough on it where I feel confident in giving a review on it. My Sport, I did what I call a budget build. Things that have a good reputation and are okay, and they're not big dollar items, but they are good enough to get you through until you can advance farther. Alright, this helicopter, well, with these blades, I'll explain later. This helicopter, as it sits right here, I built it for less than 230 or 530. I think it come to like 525 and some change, or in that ballpark. I built it for less than $530, from kit to ready to at the field and flying. So, all right, and we'll go through now, and I'll explain what I had done with it for the build. Okay, just so you know, I have the carbon fibers on it because I did do a dumb thumb, and I don't have extra plastic orange. They are on order, but that's why I have the carbon fiber on here. Okay, I went with the 4100 kV EOX motor. All right, I went with the 250 KST's 215s all the way around. The reason I went with them is they have a really good reputation, and they're cheap to repair when you do have to repair them. They're metal geared servos. They're budget minded, but yet they're a good quality budget minded. I could have gone cheaper, but cheaper would have cost me more. If my last two crashes, I would have been paying a lot more money. And those last two incidents, I didn't have to do anything with the servos. I mean, they were fine. Okay, I went with the AR7200. The AR7200 is a good budget unit. You can get them on eBay and stuff like that for close to $100. This one right here is mine off my Blade 360 because I put a brain on it. But it's a good budget build unit, and it won't break your pocketbook. So and then it came with the plastic blades. In my price, for what I paid to build this, was two 3S lipos. I went 3S. I have the Hobby Wing 40. Excuse me. Ooh, coffee. I have the Hobby Wing 40 Platinum. You want to use the governor in the Hobby Wing. But on 3S, I have to say, I have 5 other OXY 3s. The build on this one, being the Sport, the build, the quality, it's basically identical to the other kits. It's just that you have the the G10 frame. It comes with the plastic blades, comes with the canopy, and different canopy. Which this canopy was really easy to see out at the field. But other than that, it's the 255. You still have the same CNC quality in the CNC. You have the same CNC parts. You just don't get frills, like you don't get the little towel with it and stuff like that. So it's for the guy that like for me now. This frame held up in those 2 mishaps. Even with it being the G10. I'm very impressed with that. I thought for sure I was going to have to replace the frame. As a matter of fact, I have extra frame sides here for the G10 in case these do break, but it held up. There's no cracks or anything anywhere. But yeah, I had a video of rebuilding it after both these issues. The only thing I did was, the only thing I replaced after those 2 incidents, the push rod and stuff, is the main gear and the DFC arms. And I'll have to replace the main blades. But I have a video on in the Common Joe area about how it's smooth as silk. So and I did it on this table, and you see how slippery that table is. and it's still smooth as silk. So the sport, you're not sacrificing quality. You know, a very good kit, very good kit. If you want to pick up, you know, a kit, but you can't afford like the 255 or the Cube, you know, and you want to just do it a little at a time, go ahead and pick up a sport and just do what you can when you can. It's a great little flyer. I am very impressed with it, and I'm not saying that just because I'm with Luca and Oxy and Lynx. I'm saying it because I'm just a common flyer, and I liked the way it flew. I felt comfortable to the point where I started pushing myself to advance. That's how nice it flies. So that's my review on the sport. Take it for what it's worth, and if you, oh yeah, FAA. But take it for what it's worth, and you know, go. You can build, like I was saying, you can build this for a reasonable price and have a really good quality helicopter. Yeah, I give it performance. I give it a, well, I'm only running 3S. I give it a 9 out of 10. Quality of the build, quality of the parts, and how easy it went together, I give it a 10 out of 10. I had to make no adjustments for putting this together. For look, I give it 10 out of 10. People are buying the sport canopy even for their 255s and their stretches. And when I was at the field flying, I could hear people behind me about liking how these orange blades showed up. Let's see what's here. Durability with the frame, I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10. Like I said, 2 mishaps, one with the tail and one with a dumb thumb, and that frame held together even though it's G10. Alright, and would I recommend it to somebody starting out and going with 300 size? Yeah, I would. For a simple fact that you can get into it without breaking the bank, and you can get into it where you can pick and choose what components you want to spend your money on. Now, like on this build, what I did is I spent my money on things like the motor. Motor failure, you can get a lot of damage. You can have injuries. Servo failure, again, will cause you a lot of damage or personal injuries. The flybar unit, you can still kind of dump the bird if that kind of goes wonky on you. So I spent the money for a little bit more in the budget build in them areas. You can spend it where you want to spend it. So until next time, this is Rich Knapp with Common Joe Flyer Videos saying happy flying.